preseason. Bill, tell us just a little bit about the Poteau Pirates.
Poteau's coming off a 3-7 season. They are picked to finish fifth in their district this year, and they're coached by head coach Jerry Johnson. He's entering his 12th season here at Poteau. They have a whole lot of starters back from last season, and they're looking forward to some big things this season.
Okay, Bill, let's take a break. We'll be right back to give you the starting lineups, the Poteau Pirates and the Spiro Bulldogs.
Barbie Agency, a farmers insurance group, 119 West Broadway, a business where you're always greeted by a friendly smile, has been serving Spiro and the surrounding area since.
We have a large selection of hardware, bits, blankets, pads, halters, harnesses, and Davis Bar F Bell boots. We also have vet supplies and grooming supplies. And if you want something monogrammed, the Horse House does custom monogramming on caps, jackets, shirts, blankets, and towels. Brooks says, right on in. Say hi to owners Mark and Nikki Allen and store manager Marie Lale. The Horse House, 1 mile east of Spiro on Highway 9.
Welcome back to Bulldog football here at Costner Stadium, the opening season game. Coach Chris Bunch has named his probable starting lineup. And we'll begin with the offensive starters. Lavelle Massey, big number 2, be at quarterback. He's a 150-pound senior. Brian Darnell, running out of the I formation, will run at fullback. He's a junior. Brian Steele will run out of the tailback spot, number 20, 170-pound sophomore. C.J. Steele will run from the flanker spot, 155-pound junior. Randy Harvey and Chris Tanner will alternate at the split-end positions. Both are seniors. Harvey will wear number 5 and Chris Tanner will wear number 26. J.W. Gist will go both ways. He'll start at center, 200-pound senior, stands 6'4". Thomas White Cotton and Terry Cox are the guards, are both juniors, 180 and 175 pounds. Jeremiah Maxwell, Jordan Rogers are the seniors. Senior tackles, they go at 225 and 245, and the tight end on offense is Ryan Perdue, 170-pound junior. For your defensive lineup, some of the Bulldogs will have to go both ways. Justin Freeman and Tim Carter will be your tackles, a senior and a junior. A.C. Conrad will also work at tackle as a sophomore. Number 30, Jeff Odom at defensive end along with Ryan Perdue. John Clayton, another defensive end, a sophomore, 195-pounder. The linebackers are Josh McElroy and Brad Myers. Myers is a senior, 195-pounder. He was the leading tackler from last year. And Josh McElroy is a junior. Lavelle Massey will go at the free safety. Brian Darnell will work at the strong safety. Randy Harvey and Chris Tanner will work on the right corners. And C.J. Steele will work on the left corners for Coach Bunch's Bulldogs. Bill?
We're going to have approximately 20 different kids start tonight. They only have 2 that go on offense. Split end will be a junior, 6'3", 204, Michael Wolf. He's a new kid that did not play last year. He'll be backed up by Cody Bradshaw and Matt Ellis, both seniors. At tight end will be an all-state candidate probably, Chris Odom, 6'3", 230, a senior. At strong tackle will be Brandon Root, 5'11", 213, a senior. At strong guard, Wes Odom, 5'9", 213, senior. At center, a 2-year starter, coming back for his 3rd straight season in Poteau's lineup, Grant Breeding, 6'2", 226. Quick guard will be Paul Spangler, 5'8", 158. He's the smallest starter for Poteau on offense. At quick tackle will be split 3 ways. Starter will be Brian Adams, the 6'3", 227-pound senior, but he will be spelled quite a bit by a couple of other seniors, Thomas Moon, 6'1", 256, and Jeremy Wade, 6'2", 193. Starting at quarterback, also in his 3rd year at that position, will be Kevin Merritt, 5'11", 181. He'll be backed up by Matt Locke, 5'9", 160, a senior. Starting at wingback will be senior Cody Bradshaw, 5'8", 154. He'll be back, and he will be spelled by Matt Ellis, Corey Wood, another couple of seniors. Starting at fullback will be a new player for Poteau this year. He played here last year. His name is Clifford Price, 5'5", 140. Coach Johnston described him as a water bug, very quick, very fast, and very hard to see. He will be spelled by Cody Hall and John Bunch, a couple of bruisers that can really provide some muscle. At halfback, starter will be Matt Bennett, a senior who started last year, 5'8", 137. And he'll be backed up by John Bunch and a sophomore, Nick McDaniel, 5'11", 175. And Poteau's expecting a lot out of this young man over the next 3 years. Defensively, Bunch, 5'9", 175, will start at one of the defensive ends, as will Hall, 5'11", 195. They are both seniors. Tim Miller, a junior, and Zach Cook, also a junior. Both go over 200. Both are over 5'10". They're both will start at defensive tackle. John Garrett, a 5'8", 202-pound junior, will start at nose guard. The linebackers will be Chris Odom and Jay Summers, a 6', 182-pound junior. Jeff Walker will start at strong safety. Patrick Lynch will start at quarterback, and then there's 4 sophomores competing for the starting jobs at the other corner spot and at free safety. Coaches had not named starters for those 2 positions as of yesterday, but Michael Holton, Chris Thomas, Chris Newrohr, and Gary Francis, 4 of a large and talented sophomore class, will split time at those positions. Handling the place kicking will be Kyle Kofer. Kickoffs will be handled by Hall, and Nick McDaniel will do the punting.
Okay, that's the starting lineups for the Poteau Pirates. And we're going to take a break here. We'll be right back to talk about some of the top players on each ball club. And then we'll have the kickoff.
Yeah, come on, let's go. Come with me and you will see the car for you and your family. Stout Motor Sales. Stout Motor Sales. It's the place to be since '53. Stout Motor Sales. In the heartbeat of America, son. Spiro, Oklahoma.
Stout & Stout Motors. Cars with a future, not a past. Stout & Stout Motors. Call 962-9448. Stout & Stout Motors, proud sponsors of Spiro Bulldog football.
Motor run. Womp bom loom bom 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 bom. Get your motor running.
All we need is music, sweet music.
Rock-a-bye, sweet baby Jane. Think I'll join a rock and roll band.
737, come on, daughter of the sky. Oh, won't you take me down to Memphis on a midnight ride? I wanna move. Only you. Womp bom loom bom bom bam boom.
You know there's lots of convenience stores in the area, but none better than Sunset Corner Mart, Highway 271 and Highway 59 at Sunset Corner in Spiro. Fill up your vehicle with smooth-running Conoco gasoline. Diesel pumps conveniently located for trucks of all sizes. Try our delicious fried chicken, corn dogs, spuds, and much more, and enjoy our large lounge area. Our aisles are always well-stocked, and our restrooms are always clean. Sunset Corner Mart has fresh coffee and hot cocoa every day, and a fountain of cool, refreshing soft drinks. Check out our movie video rental selection. Rent 5 movies for 5 days for $5. What a deal! The people are always friendly, and the service is great. Sunset Corner Mart in Spiro. Go Bulldogs!
This is your national anthem. Okay, Bill, we're about We're just a few minutes away from kickoff. Well, let's take another break. We'll bring it back in when the Bulldogs come back out on the field to meet the cheerleaders.
Spiro Nursing Home, 401 South Main in Spiro. Our attitude is we care. Complete nursing care with state-licensed nurses on 24-hour duty. Come visit us or call 962-2308. The staff at Spiro Nursing Home want to wish the Spiro Bulldogs the best for the '95 football season.
Okay, both captains are going to meet in the middle of the field for the toss of the coin. This is the first time this football game has been played in Poteau since 1992, Bill. Bulldog captains are J.W. Gist, number 63, all seniors. Lavelle Massey, number 2. Justin Freeman, number 73, and number 76, Jeremiah Maxwell. Pirate captains on the far side. Number 65 is Brandon Root, and number 57 is Wes Odom. Let's watch the flip of the coin, Bill.
Pirate captains this evening.
Probably
Number 57, Wes Odom. Number 65.
Pirates are going ahead and come on out on the field, but we'll hold it right here to get the flip of the coin, Bill.
Maybe real important for Poteau to get on offense first.
The PA announcers.
Established.
Okay.
But this is a huge game for Poteau. They need to win it, get their season off to a good start. Maybe set the tempo at 89. They upset Van Buren, Arkansas. And that carried them all the way to the state semifinals. And they're expecting a similar result this year.
Pirates are out on the field. The voice of the public address announcer is Mark Caldwell, right?
Yep.
So
Former
that's
quarterback for Poteau.
former Pirate quarterback, and that's the voice that you will probably hear coming across the mic. Let me see. Here we go.
Bulldogs
Like-
have won the toss and they defer until the second half.
I don't believe
Pirates
so.
will be kicking off.
We're going to do this again. That was the PA that you heard. The Bulldogs won the toss. They will be kicking off and defer to the second half.
The Bulldogs will be kicking off to begin the first half.
Looks like everybody's got some first game jitters.
Yeah, there you go. They declined, so they will have the choice in the second half. They're going to kick off and play defense. So let's take a break, and we'll bring the Bulldogs back out on the field.
IGA 209 West Broadway in Spiro is proud to be a Spiro football sponsor for the 1995 season. They are proud of their store with special values for you, the customer. Save on IGA milk, cottage cheese, and dips. Fresh IGA eggs at bargain prices. The frozen food department is second to none, with a selection to satisfy everyone. The meat department has personally selected IGA meats. The produce department, a wide variety of fresh fruits and vegetables. Be sure to check out the bakery department, baked fresh every day.
Here come the Bulldogs, all 36 of them. I think 35 are in uniform.
But it only takes 11 of them to beat somebody. That may be
65.
enough.
Travis Christenberry is not in uniform. So the Bulldogs will kick off and play defense first. Well, Bill, it's cooled off a little bit.
It's been cool all day. It started cooling off last night. The breeze picked up this afternoon, and it's almost ideal. It's not too humid. The winds are calm, and we're ready for the 1995 season.
We're ready to go. We're almost underway. Bulldogs huddle down at the 50-yard line, getting their last few instructions from head coach Chris Bunch. Also throughout the broadcast, Stay tuned for halftime. We'll have the entire performance of the Pride of Eastern Oklahoma, Spiro High School Bulldog Marching Band.
So John, Poteau hasn't won this game in almost 5 years. 1990 was their last victory. That was at home, and ironically, that was the first time since 1964 that they had beat Spiro at home. They'd won 6 times previously against the Bulldogs, but they'd all been at McLean Stadium.
16-13 was the score the last time the Pirates won. The Bulldogs lead this series, Spiro, with 25 wins.
Nick McDaniel on the kick.
Poteau with 12 wins. Poteau dominated this series back in the 60s. The Bulldogs dominated in the 70s and 80s.
There's the kicker.
Pirates won back-to-back games in 89 and 90, and we're about set to go for a kickoff. Number 54 is the kickoff man, Bradley Myers. He puts a toe into it, deep, and it is number 45. That's Price, the runner. Pardon me. That is Clifford Price. Jitterbug.
They can move a little bit. We'll see how the Bulldogs look on defense their first series out.
Returns it back to about the 29-yard line, Bill.
Well, Spiro's going to make it look at a different offense from what they're used to against Poteau. It's been rumored they're going to play some veer or two-back this season, and we saw some of that in the pregame, so it'll be interesting to see if they come out in that offense or stick with their basic wing tee.
Will set it at the 29. Kevin Merritt, handoff straight ahead. Josh McElvey on the tackle. About a 1-yard gain, maybe.
Carry for the Pirates.
Well, I was right. Poteau come out in the two-back offense, but they didn't get very far. Every starter except one on offense for Poteau is a senior. The only lone non-senior is split in Michael Wolf.
House full of seniors. Number 40, Matt Bennett, was the ball carrier on the last play. It looks like a veer. Bennett gets it again. Goes around the right side, tripped up by Clayton at a couple of yards.
Bennett's the ball carrier.
And on the far side, I believe it was C.J. Steele that made the tackle, Bill.
Steele's quick, and you have to have that against these Pirates.
Second down.
Supposed to have an improved defense. They're younger on defense than on offense. They start a couple of juniors and some sophomores in the secondary. And they're back to the line, John.
Third down. And 8 yards to go. This is Merritt to Price. He's got first down yardage all the way across the 40 to the 45. Inside handoff. Good blocking on the middle there, Bill.
You got to hold them up there, and it didn't take you long to pop through it. They got a first down. It's the Poteau 44-yard line. If I remember correctly, last year they only got one first down the entire first half against the Bulldogs in a 28-0 loss.
That's their first down to about the 44-yard line. Back in the veer formation, Kevin Merritt. Up over the center. Price again. A lot of yardage. And it's Lavelle Massey on the touchdown saving tackle on the far side.
John, that kid can motor. He only weighs about 145 pounds, but he has set this Bulldog defense back on its heels.
27-yard line and
stop him.
Good blocking on the right side. Massey making the touchdown saving tackle with C.J. Steele on the assist. First down ball on the 28-yard line, Bill. Pirates are moving the ball in the opening series. You're watching Spiro Bulldog football on cable channel 27. This is Matt Bennett on the left side. Running room. And Lavelle Massey who makes the tackle again, along with Ryan Perdue.
Spiro's just getting bullied. They're just getting bullied, John, so far. They've got to come something to stop this big offensive line of Poteau's.
A bunch of big seniors up front, and they are at the 19-yard line. 9-yard gain for Bennett.
Two-back offense has really got Spiro sputtering right now.
This is Price again. Breaks the tackles at the line of scrimmage. And C.J. Steele has to make the tackle.
He's real slick, John. They're making contact on him, almost as a handoff, but he just keeps getting away. He's sliding away.
He's slippery, Bill.
Well, Johnson did call him water bug, and it's awful hard to catch him, so I'm sure you tried to when you was a kid.
Ball on the 14-yard line. Pirates driving. This drive started about the 29, opening drive of the football game. Price again, and he's stopped in the backfield. Big number 62, AC Joe Conrad. AC Conrad.
By Conrad. Second down, Pirates.
Slow developing play that time, Bill.
Yep. If I was going to have some problems, you know, and that's to be expected with the new offense. They've been running the wing T here for years. They haven't run the veer back much since '87, but it's been awful effective so far.
Second and 13. Pitch out to Bennett, and he couldn't get it off before C.J. Steele comes up and makes the tackle at the 15-yard line.
Stopped at 15.
Looks like there was a little bit of confusion on that play. He went to make the pitch, and there was somebody in his face, and they just barely tried to get him up to prevent a loss.
Kevin Merritt, the senior quarterback. C.J. Steele come up to make the stop with the assist from Clayton on the far side. Third down, 12 yards to go at the 15. Bennett, and he's stopped in the backfield.
Matt Bennett on the carry, stopped by Freeman.
Justin Freeman will check it again. Busted right through there.
I couldn't
made the
sure
stop
who that was, John.
behind the line of scrimmage. It's fourth down, and they're going to call timeout, Bill.
Timeout, Pirates.
Let's take a break.
Spiro Video, 1002 East Broadway, is proud to be a Spiro Bulldog sponsor.
Poteau Pirates have fourth down, 14 yards to go at the 18. And they're going to go for it, Bill. They need 14 for a first down, 18 for a touchdown. And Merritt keeps it in the quarterback sneak. Around the right side, he may have enough for the first down. We'll check and see. Inside the 10 to the 5.
Call, John.
Quarterback keeper by Kevin Merritt on a lead block. And he was stopped at the 5, so he's short. Bulldogs hold.
Now we're going to get to see Massey and company and see what the Spiro offense has in store for 95.
LaVelle Massey, the senior quarterback, will bring him up.
Looks like Merritt come up about 4 yards short and got to the 11.
His backfield will be Brian Darnell at fullback, Brian Steele at the tailback. Randy Harvey and C.J. Steele are the flankers. J.W. Gist up over the ball. First down at the 4-yard line. Fullback is Brian Darnell, and he can't go anywhere.
Kurt Morrison, a junior.
Brian Darnell, the ball carrier.
Got wrapped up. Either him or Zach Cook, another defensive tackle for Poteau.
Zach Cook. Second down, Spiro.
Be at the 4-yard line, no gain on the play. Chris Tanner comes into the game for Harvey. Tanner and Steele are the wideouts. I formation. Massey, he pitches to Steele. Steele looks outside, looks for a run to the 10, 11, 12-yard line. Before number 15 for the Pirates makes the tackle, Chris Thomas, the sophomore.
Yeah.
Short of first down.
And Johnson said he had four sophomores that were just excellent athletes, and really couldn't tell a whole lot of difference between them for the secondary jobs. Looks like he's going to give all of them a shot tonight. That was a good tackle there by him.
Marcus McKinney checks into the game. Third down, 1 yard to go. It's a long one, Bill. I formation. Massey, the senior quarterback, takes the snap from J.W. Gist. To Steele, off tackle. He may have the first down across the 15, 16-yard line.
Tough inside running there. You know, last year, Massey just devastated Poteau's defense early with his option runs. Scored on a couple of real long touchdowns and pretty much wrapped the game up at halftime. Spiro led 21-0.
Bulldogs pick up a first down at the 16. Chris Tanner back in the game with C.J. Steele, the wideouts. It's the fullback. Pitch out to Brian Steele. Makes a move at the corner, spins, and he's gain tackled on the far side. He may have picked up a couple of yards, Bill.
He did. He paid for him. That was a real good, solid play by Poteau on the defense there. Pursued the ball. They weren't full, but they don't expect it because that's what Spiro's traditionally does. The toss, sweep, and option plays. And Spiro's lethal speed is eating them up. But
no passes in the game so far, Bill. 5:18 to go in the first quarter. No score. You're watching Spiro football, Spiro High School football on Cable Sports Channel 27. This is Massey. Back to pass. Looks for C.J. Steele and throws it way over his head, incomplete.
Somebody missed the page on there on that play, John. Like it was throwing to a spot, the receiver missed or something.
Had double coverage out there. Chris Tanner brings the play in from the bench. 5:05 to go in the first quarter. No score in the ball game. The Pirates drove the ball from the 29 and the opening drive all the way down to the 4-yard line. The Bulldogs took over on downs. Fumble on the play. Loose ball. LaBelle Massey recovers on 3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
Penalty marker down.
Have a marker, and we'll hold it right here, Bill. Let's check to see what the deal is.
He said a moment ago there wasn't any passes in this game. I'm sure that's not going to hold Costner. Spiro will pass again, and so will Poteau.
Spiro will throw the ball. Looks like J.W. Gist checks out, so there's no penalty on the play. Pick up the flag, and we're going to punt the ball. 4th down. At about the 18-yard line. Massey is back to punt. Gets a pretty good snap. Pretty good punt at the 50-yard line. It's caught. That's Patrick Lynch.
Strike it.
Jeff Walker. 22 Jeff Walker on the return. 8-yard return.
Return for the Pirates.
Inside Pirate territory at the 42-yard line. So the Pirates will start out in Bulldog territory, Bill.
Real good field position, John. They moved the ball awful well the first series out. And, you know, Coach Bush has had to have made some adjustments to try to contain that 2-back offense the Poteau came out in. Looks like we're going to have a timeout by the officials. We're going to have a water break here, John. Let's take a break.
Okay, we'll take timeout.
Quick Pick, your one-stop convenience store, is a proud sponsor of Spiro Bulldog football. We are also proud to serve our customers that smooth-running Conoco gasoline, hot chocolate, and fountain drinks to quench our customers' thirst, plus aisles of well-stocked items for one-stop shopping. We have a large selection of movie rentals to choose from, and we always have that good old-fashioned friendly service. Whatever your needs are, we've got it. Come see for yourself at the Quick Pick, 120 Southwest Broadway, Spiro, or give us a call at 962-3281. Go Bulldogs!
Back. Poteau Pirates are on offense. 4:11 to go. First quarter of play, no score. The 42-yard line. Kevin Merritt back at quarterback in the veer formation. He keeps the ball over the right side. Tackle made by Clayton, Freeman, and Carter in the middle there, Bill.
You know, with Spiro's lack of depth and low numbers, Poteau may just try to come out the first half and pound on them and soften them up for the second half and then start throwing the ball because Poteau is so deep. Very few kids going both ways. May be interesting to see what they do there.
Just keep banging away at them. Run them out of gas. 3-yard gain. Movement on the left side. Pirate offensive line.
Well, it looks like we got a handkerchief on the ground, John.
Well, once again, why is the band playing when your offense is trying to run signals out there?
I spoke with one of the parents here in Poteau last night, and they have a new band director, a young man this year, and they said they plan on trying to play as much as they can during the game before the district contest begins to keep the kids motivated, keep them pumped up. That's always a large part of their motivation when you're a young man. And
So they decline the penalty. They lose it down. It'll be third down, Bill, and about 7 yards to go. About the 38-yard line for the Pirates. Conrad lines up right up over the center and spirals 5-2 defense. The pass is incomplete, intended for Wood. So it brings up fourth down.
Wood was Poteau's leading receiver last year. Got a couple of big passes for him and all three of their wins.
Matt Ellis was the intended receiver, I'm sorry. Matt Ellis. Pass was incomplete. So the Pirates will have to punt. Nick McDaniel, sophomore, will be back to punt. Lavelle Massey back to receive. McDaniel puts a toe in it. High spiral. They're going to let it bounce and roll. And it's going to put the Bulldogs right back on the 4-yard line, Bill, with 3:18 to go in the first quarter, no score.
First beat, then repeat. See what they do the second time out.
Harvey Agency, a Farmers Insurance Group, 119 West Broadway, a business where you're always greeted by a friendly smile, has been serving Spiro and the surrounding area since 19...
Bulldogs are back on offense right at the 4-yard line where they started their first offensive series. Massey under, goes to his right, gives it to the fullback, Brian Darnell. Bulldog guards
Darnell, the ball carrier.
are Thomas Whitecotton and Terry Cox, and the tackles Jeremiah Maxwell and Jordan Rogers, and Ryan Perdue is your tight end. Randy Harvey brings in the play.
You know what Poteau's got to be careful of here, John, is with these repeated plays inside. Spiro's got the speed; they can bust them once outside, and Spiro's got 6 points.
A lot of open field, double wide receivers to the right side. I formation, and Massey looks back to pass. Cross receivers, intercepted by Walker, and he stopped. Pass was intended for Harvey.
Got a penalty on the field as well, John. Walker led the Pirates in interceptions last year as a sophomore.
Reached up there and picked it up, picked it out of nowhere. It was intended for Randy Harvey.
It looks like the Pirates may lose some real estate here with a penalty.
Returned it all the way back to
about the 6-yard line.
6-yard line. Brian Darnell made the touchdown saving tackle. So the Pirates are still going to have good field position even with the penalty. Going to walk it off to about the 22-yard line. First down for the Poteau Pirates.
Must have been a clipping penalty on that play, John.
On the return. Pass was intended for Harvey.
Possession foul. Flipping called against the Pirates. First down.
I don't think you can have a return in high school just about without having a clip.
That's right.
There's one almost every time, John.
Pirates go. Out of the veer formation, it looks like to me. Handoff goes to Price. Jitterbugs inside before Lavelle Massey can make the hit. And we have another flag right at the line of scrimmage on the right corner. Like you said, Bill, you described it just perfectly. As Jerry Johnston told you, he's a jitterbug.
He has the ability to shift his gravity so quick.
East and west, and then go north and south real quick.
2 straight plays and 2 straight penalties against Poteau. They're moving the wrong direction, John.
Pirates were at the 22, and they're going to back it up. I believe the block on the corner caused the penalty. A lot of these calls here at Costner Stadium, you'll be able to hear the call from the PA announcer, Mark Caldwell. The signals go up to the press box from the far side. So first down, Bill, on the 31-yard line, 1st and 20. It was a 10-yard penalty. We got movement in the line.
Someone from Spiro jumped, but I can't tell if the right tackle from Poteau moved or not. Nope. Poteau's going to pick up that 5 yards they didn't long.
Bulldogs move, so it'll be 1st and 15 yards to go. 2:05 to go in the first quarter. No score. Both teams have had possession twice. This is the Pirates' third possession of the football game. First turnover of the game. Lavelle Massey's pass was intercepted by Jeff Walker. There's the jitterbug once again on the right side. He picks up 4 or 5 before Bradley Myers makes the tackle.
There's a good short run by Price, but Poteau's going to need to go a little bit more power. They're not going to be able to match up on the corners all night with Spiro's speed, but it's good to mix it in there once in a while.
Moves to about the 24-yard line. It'll be second down, 13 yards to go for the Pirates. Time running out in the first quarter. No score in the football game. Rear formation, Merritt, 2 steps back, looks downfield, incomplete. Lavelle Massey on the play. Perfect timing there, Bill.
That was intended for Corey Wood. He has pretty good hands, but I guess a little bit too much speed on that ball drop.
They'll bring up third down, 9 yards to go. More like 11 yards to go.
Well, this is twice Poteau's penetrated Spiro's 25-yard line, and they get to come up with any points. They're running out of play.
Got to go to the 14. Back in a veer formation. Kevin Merritt. Keeps it on the left side. He's tripped up and almost gets away before the Bulldogs make the
anybody, John.
Stop by Tanner brings up 4th down for the Pirates.
Jeff Odom was in on that play with Tanner. Odom had a piece of him even though he was blocked, Bill. Number 30, Jeff Odom. Defensive end.
It was a nice little bootleg, but the defensive end picked up the play, and it just, after he made contact, 2 more Bulldogs surrounded Merritt. There was no game.
Got 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Take a break.
Check out the fun. Showbox video is #1.
Says go Bulldogs!
Poteau Pirates have 4th down coming up, back to play. They're going to go for it. They need 14 yards. They're at the 26-yard line. They need to go to about the 12. 4th down, man in motion. Merritt drops back to pass, looks downfield, and he is sacked by Jeff Odom. And
2 great straight plays by Spiro's defense. First, Merritt tried the nick and bootleg, then tried
and Josh McAgee.
pass it route. Neither one was effective. And Poteau comes up empty twice.
Pirates are sacked, and the Bulldogs take over in good field position with 35 seconds left. Josh McAgee was in on that sack with Jeff Odom. Merritt elected to keep the ball early in the ball game. Wide receivers is Harvey and Steele to the right. Massey to Steele, wide open. Looks for running room, goes east and west. Had about 5 or 6 yards and lost about 3 or 4 yards.
Steele on the carry for Spiro.
Had some running room right off tackle. Right off the tackle of Jordan Rogers. And Bill, that's the end of the first quarter of play. No score here at Costner Stadium. We'll be back.
The Horse House, 1 mile east of Spiro on Highway 9, has an excellent selection of saddles by Circle Y, Quartz, Textan, and others. We have a large selection of hardware, bits, blankets, pads, halters, harnesses, and Davis Bar F Bell boots. We also have vet supplies and grooming supplies. And if you want something monogrammed, the Horse House does custom monogramming on caps, jackets, shirts, blankets, and towels. Brooke says, right on in. Say hi to owners Mark and Nikki Allen and store manager Marie Lale. The Horse House, 1 mile east of Spiro on Highway 9.
You know there's lots of convenience stores in the area, but none better than Sunset Corner Mart, Highway 271 and Highway 59.
Back to play in the beginning of the second quarter. The Bulldogs with their best field position. They'll They'll have second down and 8 yards to go after Brian Steele picked up 2 yards on the play. No huddle at the 32. Massey, he keeps it on the option, goes to his left side to the 40, 45-yard line. The first carry by Lavelle Massey in the ball game, Bill.
First time we've seen Lavelle carry the ball all night. Got quite a bit of yards on that play, John. Got enough for a first down.
I believe that's the Bulldogs' bread and butter play is Lavelle Massey, running on the corners with a lot of speed, gets a little confidence, and he'll pitch it to his tailback, Brian Steele. First down up to the 45-yard line, 46-yard line for the Bulldogs. No score in the game. The I formation. This is Massey, spins to his fullback, Brian Darnell, 2-3 yards, 5 yards maybe to midfield, Bill.
Got hit at almost the line of scrimmage, busted loose, and picked up 5 yards. Nothing but just hard running, John.
That little counter step there that he took back, you see him turn, and that would freeze your linebackers and give your linemen a chance to come across and hook up on whatever block they need to make. And Brian Darnell got about 5 or 6 yards on that play. Second down, 5 yards to go, 6 yards to go. Ball sits right at midfield. Wide receivers. This is Brian Darnell again, the junior fullback. He spins off a couple of tackles and picks up a couple of yards, Bill.
John, that's the first time Spiro has crossed Poteau's 50-yard line all night.
And we're in the second quarter.
Chris Odom on the stop.
And no score in the ball game. Early in the second quarter. Randy Harvey brings the play in.
Yeah, that little delay with the fullback does freeze the linebackers, and that's probably that's the position Poteau's strongest at with 2 returning starters there. Senior Chris Odom led the team in tackles last year from that position.
Big J.W. Guest up over the ball. I formation. Massey to his fullback again, and Darnell may have 1 yard
Chris Odom on
to the 45. Big Chris Odom on the stop.
Sure as I say it, he almost took the handoff there, John. He was right there as Massey was handing the ball
down, Spiro.
to Darnell. And now they're going to have a decision to make here. I think it's 4th down.
Chris Tanner brings the play in. I think they're going to go for it, Bill.
Well, Poteau's went for it twice and they failed, so maybe the third time will be the charm, and this time it'll be in Spiro's favor.
Big play, 4th and a long yard. Massey pitches to Steele. No running room that way. Splits to the outside, and he leans towards for the first down. He may have been stopped short, Bill, the way the Pirates are acting.
Steele, the ball carrier.
And he's short.
It's going to be awful close, John.
Pitch out to Steele. He was trapped on one side and had to jitterbug his way out there.
He tried to get out of it at the 50-yard line. 3 Pirates surrounded him, and he dove over the 45, but it's just too close even from here, John, to tell if he got the first down or not.
A lot of players down on the field, and we can't zoom in on that. See what we can zoom in on there. He's over the 45. We'll see how far the yardstick brings it over the 45. First down, Pirates.
He was no more than an inch short, John.
An inch.
Just
a game of inches.
Look at the spot there.
So the Pirates take over.
Three fourth downs, and nothing to brag about there, John. No one's been able to convert.
Pirates take over at the 45-yard line on a 4th down defensive stand. .9:20 to go in the second quarter of play. Veer formation. Kevin Merritt is back. He gives it.
He might have got a foot, John. He got hit almost as soon as he hit the line of scrimmage. They made contact with him.
Sophomore Nick McDaniel carried on the play. Got a lot of fresh backs that are coming in the game there, Bill.
McDaniel averaged over 20 yards a carry last year as Poteau's top running back on the 9th grade team that went unbeaten.
Merritt back to pass. Has a little time this time, and he goes a long way downfield. It's caught and knocked out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. Randy Harvey makes the tackle. after number 80, Matt Ellis makes the catch. Correct, Bill?
Merritt, I didn't catch the number, John. But Merritt's got a gun for an arm. He finally got enough time to show that arm off, and now Poteau's within striking distance for the third time tonight.
Almost a 45-yard pass play to the 12-yard line. Harvey on the play after the catch at the 12-yard line. This is McDaniel off tackle, and he's stopped by Clayton. And
Stopped by Clayton down to 11.
it's hard to pick up all the tackles in there, Bill, when they're that far away.
Well, there's such a big mix of red and white in there, they just all kind of seem to mesh together, and you can't separate them.
On that pass play, Merritt had a lot of protection, a lot of time to throw the football. 2nd and 10. This is John Bunch, and he scoots inside the 10-yard line before Lavelle Massey can make the tackle.
I believe if memory serves me correct, John, Bunch led the Pirates in touchdowns last year when they more or less played running back by committee because they alternated 8 different kids at those positions out of the wing tee. And he made a strong run there.
And Bunch comes out. Cody Hall and Nick McDaniel are the halfbacks. First down. This is Cody Hall. And he's stopped up in the middle of the spiral line by Freeman and Carter. Big tackles.
Hall is a Bulldog. He's 5'11", weighs 195. Plays linebacker, fullback, defensive end. Is not a bad catcher either, John, in baseball. He's a super strong kid. And he's got him awful close there.
Should be 3rd down and a yard to go. 4th down.
Do you remember
It should be
Colorado,
3rd down,
Missouri,
Bill.
John?
Bill, it should be 3rd down.
Pirates.
Unless, did John Bunch only got 9 yards. Okay. Cody Hall carried the ball once. Nick McDaniel carried the ball once. It is 4th down. We've got a timeout. Let's take a timeout.
Yeah. Stout and Stout Motors. Cars with a future, not a past.
It's a long yard for a first down and 3 yards for a touchdown.
Spiral's fans are trying to get their Bulldogs
4th and
Stuff photo
1
here.
yard to go. Big play. Quarterback sneak. And it's a touchdown for Kevin Merritt. Merritt goes off the left side, Bill.
Just too much beef up front. They pushed the Bulldogs out of the way, and Merritt went in standing up.
A 55-yard drive, a big play on a pass from Merritt to Wood to the 12-yard line. And then Merritt sneaks it in for 3.
On that first down on the big pass play by Merritt, he finally got enough time from his offensive line to set up the throw. The receiver was open, and Poteau's got the lead.
6-play drive, Bill.
And now Kyle Koper's off of the PAT for Poteau.
And the kick, it looks good, and it is. Pirates lead 7-0 with 6:43 to go in the first quarter of play. And let's take a break.
Spiro Nursing Home, 401.
Kyle Koper makes it a 7-0 football game. Poteau Pirate lead with 6:43 to go in the second quarter of play.
Well, let's see what Poteau can come up with here, John. They're in the hole finally. Poteau struck first blood. Now it's time for them to see if they can get the score back even.
6-play drive, 55 yards. Big play was the pass to Wood. And Cody Hall kicks it off deep to Brian Steele, and he catches it in the end zone. So we're going to bring it out to the 20-yard line.
Say, Poteau's pumped up a little bit there, wouldn't you, John?
Momentum has changed to Poteau with that drive. And a big play right here at the 45-yard line in Bulldog territory. or in Pirate territory, where they stopped Brian Steele on 4th down.
Well, it looks like Spiro's going to have to go to the corners if they want to win this ball game. And that's going to mean Steele and Massey.
Steele and Massey's going to... They're going to have to hook up on some plays. We're ready and set to go at the 20-yard line. And Massey fumbles on the first play.
Boy, he averted disaster there, John.
Massey's keeper stopped by the Pirates.
Really, they really could have been much worse. Poteau Lamon had a hand on the ball, and Massey was able to take it back away from him and keep the possession in Spiro's favor.
Give Tim Miller the
Poor
tackle.
fumble.
Second down, 11 yards to go. Loss of 1 on the play. Same offensive lineup. Massey, he steps back to pass. He looks for C.J. Steele right here along the sideline.
Michael Hilton defending on the play.
45-yard pass play, Bill.
Well, John, they've been trading blows all night long, and I guess it was only appropriate for Spiro to bust him with a long ball and to reciprocate Poteau's long pass to set up their touchdown.
Holton made the touchdown-saving push out of bounds.
Young defensive back covering him on that play. One of those 4 sophomores that Johnston said might start for Poteau tonight. And he got burned there.
Bulldogs move in Pirate territory. Fullback is now Josh McElroy. Pitch to Steele. No running room, and he jitters around. He's popped in the backfield by Cody Hall.
John Poteau is just too big up front. It looks like on both sides of the ball, Spiro is going to need to pursue that corner play to get around this Poteau defense. They're going to need to use that speed to their advantage.
Any hesitation, and the Bulldogs are trapped in the backfield. Chris Tanner checks in.
In addition to being big, Poteau's not exactly lead-footed on defense either, are they, John?
No, they move well. I formation, Massey, option to his left, looks upfield, cuts, and he'll pick up a couple of yards.
Like Tim Miller got the stop there for Poteau.
To the 45-yard line. All kinds of names for the Pirates. Stepping up, Tim Miller, Wes Odom.
Brings up 3rd down for Spiro.
Chris Odom. John.
Chris Odom. Wes Odom is 88.
No, Chris Odom's 88. Wes Odom is offensive guard.
Offensive guard, okay. 3rd and 9 for the Bulldogs at the 40-yard line. In Pirate territory. Pirate jumps, and that'll be 5 yards. Delayed count, I believe, Bill.
Looks like Bunch got pulled off sides there.
Penalty marker on the play.
Pavel's cadence kind of got him to jump the gun a little bit there. Spiro's going to pick up 5 free yards.
Defensive end, John Bunch. 4:13, and the clock is still running while they are marking off a penalty. I wonder why.
I don't know about that, John.
When you have a penalty and you're supposed to stop the clock, but when you're ahead, I wonder why the clock is still running.
Home field advantage.
3rd down, 4 yards to go for the Bulldogs at the 35-yard line. Massey is trapped in the backfield.
Oh, and Cody Hall came out of nowhere and just gave him a big old bear hug, John.
Yep.
And Massey's shaking up a little bit there.
4th down at the 36.
Well, we've had 3 4th downs, John. None of them were converted. Now we come up to number 4. That'll be the second one for Spiro, and we're going to have a timeout here for Chris Bunch.
The field, Spiro.
Let's take a break.
Take a break.
IGA 209 West Broadway in Spiro is proud to be a Spiro football sponsor for the 1995.
Big play for the Bulldogs. Seems like there's been a lot of big plays here early in the football game. Bulldogs trail 7-0. here at Costner Stadium. 4th down, Massey up over the ball. Steele is in a slot. C.J. Steele. Massey back to pass. Looks for a receiver. Way downfield and incomplete. Intended for Chris Tanner.
Tanner on the receiving end.
Coverage by Michael Holton.
Holton was grabbing his face mask like he'd done something wrong, but there's no yellow flag on the field, John. Spiro
No harm,
fans
no
were
foul.
really wanting the interference call on that play.
Pirates will get it back at about the 36-yard line.
First down, Pirates.
For just about a fraction of a second there, it looked like Massey had a little bit of running room and could have taken it upfield for the first down.
But he had a wide open receiver, and it's just a bad break there for the Bulldogs.
36-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Pirates. Leading 7-0. Handoff to Bennett. Matt Bennett.
You know, Bennett started last season for Poteau, and it was effective at times because of his speed, but wasn't a real strong runner. And he's put on a little bit of weight the last 6-7 months, picked up some muscle. He's a much more physical type football player this year, and he showed a little bit of that on that play there, John.
Massey had to make the tackle again. 2nd and 1 yard to go. Bennett again. He gets yardage for the first down up to about the 48, Bill. First down for the Pirates.
Bennett's the ball carrier.
4th down, it seems like a curse for both teams tonight, John. Each team has had 2 shots at it, and neither team has been able to come up with anything solid, but Poteau is still ahead 7-0.
2:36 to go in the second quarter. Bennett and Price, and Merritt fumble on the play. Looks like the Bulldogs may have it back. Zoom in to Bill to see who got it.
John, it seems like Poteau and Spiro were playing hot potato. They're trading 4th downs, they're trading big pass plays, and now they've traded turnovers.
Merritt lost the handle on the handoff, and we apologize. We cannot tell on the far side who recovered the football, Bill.
There's too many bodies in there, John. We're talking about Massey doing everything for him on defense so far. He did everything for him on offense last year with 3 touchdowns, and they desperately need a run from him tonight.
C.J. Steele in the slot at the wing position. To the fullback. He may have 1 yard.
You know, last year's game, Massey
McElroy the ball carrier.
he gained 92 yards, but it was only on 6 carries, and 3 of those carries were for touchdowns. But we haven't seen much of that tonight so far, and Coach Bunch is going to have to do something to try to get this offense in gear, or it could be a long evening because Poteau is going to eventually wear these Bulldogs down with their size.
A couple of yards by McElroy. On the near side is Harvey, and C.J. Steele is in the slot on the wing. This is Brian Steele over the left side. Stumbles, rumbles, finds a little running room east and west. He's on his way downfield for 40, 35 out at the 29-yard line, Bill.
Great run by Steele there, John.
Stop by Jeff Walker.
At first you don't succeed, try again, and he just kept running those legs, pumping it for the first down, and now Spiro's inside Poteau's 40-yard line.
Brian Steele was in the middle of the pack and all of a sudden shook loose. Ran east and west a little while, then picked up about 10 or 15 yards downfield to the 28. Time is a factor now. 1:21 left on the clock. And we have an equipment timeout, Bill.
Initial timeout on the field.
At the 34-yard line. It'll be first down for the Bulldogs. Did you call timeout? Okay.
Well, Steele did his imitation of Barry Sanders there. He got hit 3 or 4 times in the back, and then he's popped on outside.
Good run by the sophomore, Brian Steele. First down at the 34. Massey steps back to pass. Looks for C.J. Steele downfield. C.J. tried to run with the ball.
He had Patrick Lynch beat for at least a 30-yard gain and just could not keep his handle on the ball. couple of drop passes for Spiro tonight that's cost them. It only takes one play for them to even this score up.
Had it in his hands and tried to run with it before he got it. It was a touchdown if he catches it. Minute 14 to go. Second and 10 at the 34. This is Massey, back to pass. Runs out of the pocket, looks downfield, throws it up in the air for anybody.
Almost picked off. Michael Holden played that pass perfectly, stayed in front of the receiver, and just didn't have enough limb there to keep the ball in bounds for the interception.
Third down at the 34. 1:07 to go in the second quarter.
Brings up third down.
High formation, 3 wide receivers, no tight end. Tanner, Harvey, and Steele are the wide receivers. Flag is on the play, and the ball is thrown up into anywhere. Incomplete.
Pass incomplete. Penalty marker on the play. Jeff Walker defending for the Pirates.
Looks like they're going to get another shot at it, John. They got a penalty. If Poteau elects to take it, if not, it's going to be fourth down for the third time for Spiro.
See what the Pirates elect to do.
What do you know about Spiro's kicking game, John? They could try a field goal here, but it'd be about a 50-yarder, wouldn't it?
Illegal procedure called against the Bulldogs. Penalty is declined.
Be fourth down, Bill.
Brings up fourth down.
No kicker.
No kicker.
No kicker. Fourth down. 2 wide receivers. The tight end Ryan Purdue is back in. And Massey. Quarterback keeper on the left side. No running room.
Short by a host of Pirate tacklers.
Poteau's defense is set up each time it's been challenged so far, John.
52 seconds left to go in the first half of play. Poteau Pirates lead 7-0.
First down, Pirates.
Looks like Poteau's going to get one more crack at the end zone before the first half expires.
From the 33-yard line, it'll be Pirate football.
John, you think they might play it safe and just keep it on the ground and run the clock out and go in with their halftime lead, or they might throw the ball again?
I think they would be satisfied to take it into the dressing room. This is Hall and Bunch. Hall gets the handoff.
Looks like that's what they're going to do, John. They're just going to run the clock out, go in and talk about what happened the first half, and come back out and try to hold on for the win.
Mix up on the handoff for the Pirates.
That's going to be the last play, John.
And on the tackle. And that's the last play of the first half.
Get your motor running.
All we need is music, sweet music.
Rock the by sweet baby Jane. And call joy.
Trailing Poteau 7-0 at halftime. You're back on Spiro Bulldog football. TV 27, your local Bulldog TV network. Football broadcast will be brought to you every Saturday on your local cable access station, TV 27.
Well, John, what are the Bulldogs going to do to start the third quarter?
Got to go back to their short passing game. Run the option a little bit more. Run the fullback to keep them honest. Go to the short passing game. Pick them apart in the middle. Try to break a long one. Get away from the long pass. That's what they've got to do. Bulldogs won the toss, elected to defer until the second half, so they will receive on the kickoff. But it looks like before we kick it off, Bill, they're going to have to go out and agree to what they agreed to begin with. So,
well, John, what do you expect? Of course, you say Spiro's going to have to establish a short passing game to possibly get their running backs into it.
Short passing game to loosen up the linebackers, get the linebackers guessing, so you can open up the option run.
Well, I would think Poteau is going to either come back with the quick little scuttlebug they got there in the backfield, Price, to start the third quarter, or they may just continue to pound on him and bring him on midway through the third or early in the fourth after Spiro's wore down a little bit more.
The Bulldogs have elected
Pirates leading
to begin the second half.
7-0. Bulldogs will receive. Next week, Bulldogs are at home with the Muldrow Bulldogs.
Muldrow, they're playing Noble tonight at home. So it's going to be first road game for Muldrow next week. Muldrow, of course, made the playoffs last year in Class 4A. And they have a new coach in his second year, Mike Hainzinger, formerly of Wilburton. Muldrow graduated quite a bit of talent from last year's club. But they do have one excellent receiver, maybe the best receiver in the eastern half of the United States, state of Oklahoma, named Wissonet. But there's a lot of missing pieces in that in their offensive puzzle. So, but looks like we're getting ready for the kickoff here, and we're going to see what Coach Butch is going to pull out of his sleeve here.
Our good buddy Bob Tomlin keeps stats on the floor, down on the field. Has given us some halftime stats before we kick off here, Bill. Bulldogs have 1 first down, 3 first downs total at halftime. They've run the ball 12 times for 29 yards. They passed it 1 time for 1 out of 5 in the air for 41 yards. And 1 turnover. For the Pirates, they had 3 first downs, 27 yards on the ground for 1 TD, 9 rushes, 1 of 1 for a 43-yard pass play on their passing. 1 turnover each, 6 first downs total.
My math is not the best in the world, but it looks to me like Spiro have got a 1-yard advantage in total offense for the first half, 70-69.
Total halftime stats, I'm sorry. Let's go back down here real quick before we kick off, Bill. I can give it to you. For the Pirates, they have 6 first downs, 93 yards on the ground for the Pirates. 1 TD, 1 of 3 passing for 43 yards. Kevin Merritt, 1 out of 3. Punted the ball 4 times, passed the ball. 1 punt for 34 yards. This is Brian Darnell on the return, and he's collared, clotheslined at about the 35-yard line by Chris Ford.
Chris Stewart on the stop for the Pirates brings
So Spiro hasn't ever moved the ball in this series, John. It's going to be awful disheartening for him, and especially if Poteau comes back and answers that call with another score.
36-yard line.
Come back.
Wide receivers are Randy Harvey and C.J. Steele. Pitch out on the sweep to Brian Steele. Picks up 6 yards. Broke a tackle in the backfield, Bob.
Brian
Bob. Good solid run there by Steele again. Got to the outside, but broke a tackle and picked up about half of what the Bulldogs need for a first down. But what the Bulldogs really need is a touchdown. And
Zach Cook had a shot at him. Looks like the Pirates are running a 4-3, back to the basic 5-2.
their defense will shift quite a bit. That's the pattern of their defense.
This is Brian Steele again, off the left side, first down.
You know, Poteau will line up in a 4-3, shift back to a 5-2. They do a lot of shifting, not only up front, but also in the secondary. Try to mix it up quite a bit to keep the offense honest. They don't really even give them a clear shot at what they're looking at. They don't give the offense that very often.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've been asked to announce by the Poteau Police Department, if your vehicle is
First down for the Bulldogs. Wide receivers on the near side
please see that is removed
at the 47-yard line.
Again, please see
Fullback is Darnell to midfield. And once again, big Chris Odom in on the tackle.
Like I said earlier, Odom led this team in tackles last year as a junior. His older brother Mike, who you remember, was an all-stater here a few years ago, and I think he had almost 200 tackles one season, broke a school record or something, so it kind of runs in the family of the Odoms.
Chris Odom and Jay Salmers is your linebackers. High formation, 2nd and 6. Pitch to Brian Steele, looking for running room, and John Bunch throws him for a loss.
Bunch was all over him on that play, drove him out of bounds for a loss, and
Patrick Lynch and Bunch on the stop of the
we're going to go to
brings up third down.
third down, John.
Bunch, Walker, and Lynch in on the tackle. A loss of 4, 5, 6 yards.
It was speculated by Coach Johnson of Poteau earlier this week that Lynch would not play, or would be playing sparingly because of a pulled hamstring, but he's a pretty tough kid. He's out there again.
He's on the corner on the near side. Harvey and Steele, and the Bulldogs call timeout. Third down, 11 to go, 45. Let's take a break, Bill.
We're back in a few seconds.
The Horse House, 1 mile east of Spiro on Highway 9, has an excellent selection of saddles by Circle Y, Quartz, Textan, and others. We have a large selection of
Dogs are facing third down, 11 yards to go at the 45-yard line. It called timeout for a big play. Brian Steele comes out of the game.
Coach Bunch gave us some last-minute instructions there.
9:15 to go in the third quarter. Pirates lead by 7. Scored in the second quarter to only score the ball game. Wide receivers on both sides. This is a pitch to Chris Tanner, and he gets 6, 7 yards, 5 yards to the 50-yard line.
At the 50-yard line.
Tanner in the game now.
Spiro's going to have to put it away, John, and give Poteau another chance on offense.
At midfield, bring up fourth down, 7 yards to go.
Should give Poteau a pretty good field position again. They've had excellent field position all night long.
LaVelle Massey will be back to punt.
For the Pirates.
He'll catch it about the 36, put a toe in it at the 40. This is Patrick Lynch. And Brian Steele drops him at the 20, Bill.
20, got 20. 20 vision, John.
20-20 at the 21-yard line. Pirates take over. Good coverage by the Bulldogs that time.
Great coverage on the punt return team. Coaches don't get a whole lot of time to work on special teams this early in the year. They're concentrating on getting their offense in and getting their defense set. And but Spiro had all the bases covered on that play, John.
82 flanks out on the near side is Corey Wood. And the Pirates stay on the ground with Matt Bennett.
I think it's only the second time Bennett's carried the ball that night. Poteau's running a lot of kids in and out of that backfield. Like I said, they may just continue to pound on Spiro's defensive line. Those kids, Spiro's players are not getting a whole lot of chance to breathe. They're not getting to come off the field, and Spiro's got a whole fresh group that comes out there on offense. He's trying.
2nd and 7 at the 25. Two-back set. Option, Merritt turns the corner, slips away, gets some running room. Brian Darnell catches him on the far side. Massey missed him at the corner.
Merritt is not extremely tall. You know, he's not even 6 foot, but he does weigh 181 pounds, and he's got some strength there in those legs, and has a super strong back. Last year, he basically had it destroyed against Ada. Had a lot of back problems, but he's a super tough kid to come back, and he's just hard to bring down, John.
Brandon Parrott into the game. And Marcus McKinney. This is Price again. McKinney tries to close hanger and he can't tackle him that high. He breaks away for a whole bunch of yards before Jeff Odom gets him on the far side.
John, has that guy got jelly on his back or what? He just cannot get a hold of it.
McKinney had a close hanger. A Bulldog shot at him, lost him, and he took off for everything else.
That was a simple fullback blast, a real simple, non-complicated play, but it turned into an awful complicated mess for Spiro's defense. He just scuttled on out to the right side, and he was going down the sideline.
All the way to the 39-yard line. First down for the Pirates. Drive started at the 21. Option, Merritt keeps. Cuts up for 5, now 10 yards. Scoots away for 15, and he's drugged down at the 20. Kevin Merritt.
I think we're starting to see what I talked about earlier. Spiro's getting tired. Those big offensive line is just worn down. They're pushing them back, and kids they're starting to suck wind. They can't make the tackles. They're trying awful hard, but they're running out of juice quick.
Bulldogs are sliding off the ball carriers. Merritt, 20-yard pickup. Price gets it again, slips to the right. Stopped after about a 3-yard gain.
I think he may have made one cut too many there. He started to go stay inside, and he decided to juke back out to the right, and somebody met him.
CJ still on the play. About a 1-yard gain. Brian Steele and Chris Tanner checks in for McElroy and CJ Steele.
This carrying the football is something new for Merritt. Last year, primarily, he was a passer. He simply handed off. They used him as a quarterback sneak on occasion because of his size. But he's shown tonight he can run with that football too, John.
Bunch and Hall are the setbacks. Option. Merritt keeps it. He gets about 5 yards.
Merritt on the keeper. Stopped by White Cotton down to the 12-yard line.
.6:10 to go in the third quarter. Poteau leads the Bulldogs 7-0.
Now, if anyone from Holdenville, Poteau's opponent next week, is here scouting tonight, this has got to be discouraging to them. They're a Class 2A football club that did real well after Poteau stunned them last year with a last-second field goal. They're ranked in the top 10 in Class 2A again this season, but it's showing a lot of promise for Poteau tonight.
John Clayton out of the game. 3rd and 5 at the 13-yard line. Merritt gives to Bunch. He slips for about 3 or 4 yards.
John Bunch, the ball carrier. Stopped by Purdue.
This will be
4th down.
for the 3rd time for Poteau tonight. You think they'll go for it, John?
They'll go for it.
Brings up a 4th down for the Pirates.
Bunch and Hall will be your halfbacks.
Last time we had this situation, Spiro faced their 3rd, 4th down, did not convert. There's yet to be a 4th down conversion tonight. Let's see if Poteau can get one here.
4th and 2. Merritt, senior quarterback. He keeps the ball, looks for a little running room. He's got it. The 1st down and more. He reads his blocks real well, Bill.
He waits for the hole to open. He pops through and then muscles his way until they bring him down, John. He didn't explode through the hole.
Got his block right there at the corner, kicked out the end or kicked out the linebacker or whoever.
He simply
and cut upfield.
Simply glided down the right side of the line.
Big Keith Bain goes into the game.
Saw his hole and slipped through and then just wiggled down there to the 3-yard line. Poteau's getting awful close to the red zone again.
1st down at the 3 for the Pirates. Knocking on the door. Looks like Merritt goes again for the touchdown. No, we've got signals from the Pirates. Hold it up.
He's awful close, John. He's right on the nip of that goal line.
Second down.
Less than a foot, looks like what Merritt signaled there.
Picked up a couple of yards. He's right at the goal line. Second down.
Second down.
Maxwell checks back in.
Pirates fans.
Quarterback sneak again.
Oh, we got a flag though,
Got a
John.
flag.
Looked like we might have had some motion in the line on that play before, but there was no penalty, and now Poteau may have been caught moving a little bit early.
I think the Bulldogs had too many people out on the field. We'll check. With second down at the 1 foot line.
Poteau's signal is against the Bulldogs. And matter of fact, they've already put the points up on the scoreboard.
We'll listen to Matt Caldwell.
Illegal procedure against Spiro. Declined.
Kevin Merritt, 1 yard touchdown.
Well, John, it's not going to get any easier next week or the week after that for Spiro. Their entire non-conference schedule consists of 3 huge rivalries, traditional rivalries, starting with Poteau this week, then Muldrow at home next week, and then in week 3 they travel to Sallisaw, Black Diamond Country, where they lost a heartbreaker last year.
Kofer kicked the extra point, gets it up. It's good. Pirates lead 14-0. Let's take a break, Bill.
Yeah, come on, let's go.
Lots of convenience stores in the area, but none better than...
Bulldogs will receive, trailing 14-0.
You know, John, we talked earlier this week about the Bear offense being a ball control system. The other team can't hurt you because they can't score if they don't have the football. And so far tonight, Poteau has just dominated the clock.
Pirates go 79 yards on that drive. Big plays by Kevin Merritt on the quarterback keeper. And Price. Clifford Price.
Waterbug.
Odom will kick. That's Cody Hall. Cody Hall, the kicker for Brian Steele. At about the 5, misses 1 tackle and dropped at the 21-yard line.
Patrick Lynch did a great job pursuing the play. Stayed on the return man, and Spiro's got a long ways to go to even pull anything close on this ball game, John. They need to get a touchdown on this series.
4:06 to go in the third quarter.
Bill Young, please call 2269.
First down for Spiro.
Bill Young, please call 2269.
C.J. Steele and Randy Harvey wide to the right. Chris Tanner wide left. I formation. Massey pitches to Steele. Patrick Lynch downs him again. They take turns tackling each other, Bill.
Lynch got burned almost on a pass by Steele earlier in the first half. Steele just simply dropped the ball. Might have been a touchdown for Spiro. Then they popped each other on a return while ago. And that time, Lynch got his second straight stop.
1 yard gain.
You know, Lynch is not real big. Clifford Price is, he's a little bit bigger than Clifford. He's 5'7", but he packs 155 pounds on that little bitty frame, and he's a awful stout.
Ball at the 21. 2nd and 9. Wide receivers to both sides. I formation. The fullback is McEllier. He gets 1 yard.
McEllier, the ball carrier.
Things are just not looking very bright for the Bulldogs.
Stop by Summers.
You think they got to put the ball in the air, John?
Need to start the short passing game now.
We've only got about 17 minutes left in this ball game. And Spiro can score it quick, but they need to get something established here, a field goal, something, to give themselves some self-confidence, because right now they're just not getting the job done offensively.
14 minutes and 40 seconds left to go in the football game. This is Massey, and he drops it to Chris Tanner. Tried to lay it in front of Chris Tanner on the attempted pass. Is incomplete.
Let him just a little bit too much there, John. Another foot, and Spiro would have had a big play. If they can get a couple of plays like that and get some blood pumping, they'll be right back in this ball game. But they need something real quick and real big.
4th and 7, and Massey will be back to punt. .232 to go. Massey gets the snap. Punts it, shanks it off to the side here. They're going to let it die, and Patrick Lynch picks it up and drives all the way to the 40-yard line. Nobody covered the ball. And a very smart play by Patrick Lynch, Bill.
We got a flag on the field, John. I'm not sure what it's for, but no one touched the ball, no one down. Spiro made a one-up man come up and popped a Poteau blocker, but then Lynch just scooped in like a shortstop, picked up the ball and took off.
Scooped it up and took off for about 20 yards downfield. The ball was about ready to die at about the 35.
Now they're having a discussion on the field to see what happened here.
Got a clip. We'll take it back a little ways.
May I have your attention, please? The driver of a black Suburban, license number YPN 710.
Right about where Patrick Lynch picked it up, Bill.
He picked it up about the 40 and took off. Boy, he's quick. He's just like a little dart there.
Darted right through there. There's all red shirts around the ball. Steele was down there on the coverage, and he was blocked. Blocked out of the path of Lynch, and Lynch picked it up and raced about 20 yards downfield. First down for the Pirates, leading 14-0. Merritt, little pass over the middle to big Chris Odom. Pop pass, Massey on the tackle. First down at the 42-yard line, Bill.
Doesn't scare you if most high school linebackers are about 5'9", 5'10", 180. You see that big monster running through the middle.
Big tight end, big target.
Yeah, 6'3", 230. Back to Lynch. He's got some experience carrying that football. In junior high, he was a 1,000-yard rusher before he hurt his knee as a freshman.
Price and Bennett. Price gets it. Couple of yards in the middle. Justin Freeman in on part of the tackle.
Yeah, we were talking about the Poteau Spiro series, how it's always been kind of like the Benham series and Stillwater and Norman with OU and OSU. And this game is no different. It's 14-0 right now, but Spiro can turn this thing around quick. Just ask any Poteau player.
They can score quick. 2nd and 8 at the 40. This is Bennett. He gets all 8.
Bennett's the ball carrier. Down to the 31.
C.J. Steele and Massey in on the tackle.
Massey doing a little,
Massey on the stop for the
Bennett,
Bulldogs.
excuse me, was doing a little talking there at the end of the run. I think he was just trying to get the official to get some of the players to back away. He was having a hard time standing up. I think someone was standing on his foot that by accident. But back to the series.
Got 8 yards on the play.
Yeah. The last time Spiro played here and lost was in 1990. Current University of Arkansas Razorback Chris Eubanks, Anthony Eubanks caught a touchdown. It looked like it was going to win the ball game for him, but it got nullified, and field goal on the last play. It come up a little bit short. Spiro lost 16-13. And that was after they had 3 lead changes in the 4th quarter, and Poteau has come back to score 10 points.
1:11 to go in the 3rd quarter.
Immediately.
First down for Poteau at the 32. To Bennett. Squirts over the right tackle before Massey again has to make the tackle. picks up 5-6 yards to about the 26.
But like I said, these games can change so quick. Poteau had said we had that game won, elected to squib kick, and Mac Chambers picked it up, went about 65 yards. Put Spiro in position to win that ball game. It just didn't turn out.
Second down. This is Price. Picks up a couple of yards to about the 23-yard line.
Stop by Steele.
C.J. Steele on the tackle. Picked up more than that, Bill.
First down.
First down. So once again, the Pirates knocking at the door with time running out in the third quarter.
We may get one more play in here, John, before the buzzer.
Clock is still running. Even though they set the chains, the clock was still running on first down.
Poteau may be able to get it off, I don't know.
We're not going to get this play off. They're going to let it ride. That's the end of the third quarter. Pirates lead 14-0.
Agency of Farmers Insurance Group, 119 West Broadway, a business where you're always greeted by a friendly smile, has been serving Spiro and the surrounding area since 1969. For all your insurance and real estate needs, whether it be life, health, auto, home, or commercial, see Leon, David, Loretta, and Rachel. 3 different payment plans to fit your budget. Don't forget Barbie Real Estate. Leon Barbie is a broker who's had years of experience in selling and finding the home of your dream. Check our listing first, some owner financing.
12 minutes to go in the football game. Beginning of the fourth quarter play, Bulldogs trail 14-0 on 2 Kevin Merritt quarterback sneaks in the second and third quarter of play. Pirates knocking again at the door, Bill. This drive started.
And again, John, I think it's Poteau's offensive line has made the difference. Last year they gave up 5 sacks for 25 yards on Merritt. Tonight they've just dominated.
Banging away off tackle. Merritt on the option. He keeps, and he stopped this time by Randy Harvey. Still drug him for about 3 or 4 yards.
He's just a big, strong kid. He's not having to play defense. Most of the Spiro players are having to go both ways. And I think it's just a matter of rest. Poteau's numbers are winning this ball game. They've got twice as many players out.
Bill King to the press box.
That's made the difference so far.
It's a numbers game. 2nd and 8.
They say it's a game of inches, but tonight so far it's been a game of uniforms.
Second down. Price and Bennett are the halfbacks. Merritt spins, gives it to Price.
Price, the ball carrier.
Couple of yards, down to about the 15. Bring up third down.
Third down.
Here comes a couple of fresh backs in. This is the difference in the game, Bill.
They're just going to keep bringing in bodies either on the line or in the backfield. They just got someone to bring it at almost every
Hall and
position.
McDaniel replaced Price and Bennett. Halfbacks.
You got some bigger kids in here. McDaniel goes about 125. Hall goes 195. They're both about 6 foot tall.
Cody Bradshaw flanks out on the right side. This is Hall and McDaniel, the halfbacks now at the 15. Merritt keeps, goes around the left side. He has running room. He's going to score. Kevin Merritt.
3 or 4 Bulldogs had a shot at him, John. They just can't get there.
15-yard run. Quarterback keeper on the left side.
Kevin Merritt on the bootleg from the 15.
Senior quarterback.
Poteau, John, this is the most points Poteau has scored in this game since, well, they scored 21 in 1993. In the game they lost 28-21 at Spiro. The last time Poteau scored 21 points and won.
Kofer is on to kick. Looks good. It's 21-0.
The last time Poteau won this game, they scored 21 points. It was back in 1981 when they beat Spiro 21-10 at Spiro.
Spiro Video.
Cody Hall will kick off for the Pirates. Brian Steele will be deep. 10:33 left to go in the football game. Don't go away. Hang on, folks. Brian Steele will catch it in the end zone, and they will not allow him to run it out. So they'll bring it out to the 20-yard line, Bill. And I know what you were looking for in your stat book. When was the last time Spiro was shut out in this series?
Well, John, it's only happened 3 times. Poteau's only had 3 shutouts. And the last time that occurred, I'm scared here, was in 1965, 30 years ago. Poteau won 8-0 at Spiro.
For a single, $5 for a couple.
First down for the Bulldogs at the 20-yard line. Harvey flanked out on the far side and Steele on the near side. I formation. Massey back to pass, a short one to Steele. He breaks away for 5 yards. Now he's jitterbugging to the 29-yard line. Short passing plays, Bill, is what they've got to go to.
They need to score quick, John. They've only got 10 minutes, and that even though the time clock starts on the first downs and when the ball is thrown incomplete.
Let's take a break here for an injury.
Back in a minute.
Quick Pick, your one-stop convenience store.
We still have an injury timeout. Bulldogs will have 2nd and 1 coming back up on the 29-yard line. Bill, when was the last time the Pirates shut out the Bulldogs?
Well, John, for those who follow politics, Dwight Eisenhower was in the White House the last time Poteau got a shutout on Spiro here at Costner Stadium. It happened in 1950, and the score is almost identical. Poteau won 27-0 that night. And if they get another shutout here tonight, it'll be only their 5th one in the series. Only the 5th victory for Poteau at home in the series.
2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. Massey back to pass. Draw to Brian Steele. Little running room. Across the 35 to the 36-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs. Probably their first down
maybe
of the second half.
Or at least the 4th quarter. That's a little direct delayed draw there, John. It's one of Spiro's favorite plays, traditionally. And picked up first down for them there when they needed it.
C.J. Steele was the injured player. He's okay on the sidelines. First down at the 36-yard line. Massey looks. It's complete on the far side to Chris Tanner.
Tanner on the reception brings up 2nd down.
3 yards. Three-yard completion, Bill. Short pass play. Time running on the clock.
Earlier I said this would be Poteau's 5th victory at home, but it would also be one of their 4th shutout. Amazingly, there's only been 10 shutouts in the history of this game that spans almost 30 years.
Wide receivers to the left. Massey spins, gives it to Steele. Little running room on the right side. Got to break one tackle. Another one. Picks up the first down. Past the 45, 47-yard line.
John Bunch got him on that play, John.
One man and Brian Steele was gone.
One man away. It's all it takes. Just one missed tackle or one extra burst of energy in those legs, and Spiro can have a touchdown.
48-yard line.
Something they desperately need right now.
First down for the Bulldogs. Massey steps, looks. Chris Tanner drops the football.
Massey's pass incomplete.
That's the 2nd or 3rd drop ball we've had tonight, John. Coach Bunch had said in the preseason he thought Lavelle would be a little bit better passer than last season, because last year they simply handed off to Lamar Delt and Craig Clayton, and they just pounded people, rushed for over 3,000 yards.
15.
But,
Nothing at half.
they really need some help here.
2nd and 10. C.J. Steele back in the game. Massey, 3 steps back, looks to C.J. Steele. It's complete. First down, 38-yard line.
That ought to give them a little bit of spark here, John. They need something to get them going.
Jay Summers on the tackle.
Receiver did a great job of keeping the ball away from the defender. Pulled the ball down, concentrated, and got a first down for the Bulldogs.
This drive started at the 20-yard line. Bulldogs now at the 38. 8:21 to go in the ball game. Poteau leads 21-0. I formation, wide receivers to both sides. Massey turns, hands to Steele. Picks up maybe a yard, maybe to the 35.
Got tripped up inside there. Somebody's ankles, I'm sure. Big pile there in the middle where the ball was snapped at.
Clock running with 8:06.
Brings up second down.
Wide receivers to both sides. I formation, Massey steps back to pass. Bumps, looks to run. He's going to keep it. Across the 36 to about the 31-yard line. Michael Holton and
You know, John, we heard the VA announcer giving some partial scores there. Sounded like one of Spiro's future district opponents, Heavener, is on the comeback trail. They've been blown out the last 2 years against Waldron and Mena, Arkansas. Both games last year, they gave up over 30 points in. They gave a score of the Wolves being hit 14-0. So Coach Harville, who played at Spiro, may have them coming back. They finished 1-9 last year.
Ball on the 32. 3rd and 4. Massey, options, pitches. Brian Steele fumbles, kicks it forward. Fumbled, and Jeff Walker comes up with the fumble. That was a quick pitch.
That's
another turnover.
That's the second recovery from Walker tonight. Of course, he had the interception. He returned, set up Poteau deep in Spiro territory early in the game. And I won't say that's one of the nails in the coffin, John, but that sure does hurt Spiro's chances of coming back in this ball game with only 6 minutes left.
Senior quarterback Kevin Merritt's back in the game. We have an official timeout, Bill.
Looks like they're going to give the kids a water break, John. Let's take a break. John, with the Spiro facing 3 Class 4A ball clubs to start the non-conference schedule, even if they lose all 3, it's not a downer. We'll talk a little bit more about that after this play.
First down for the Pirates at the 33. After the turnover, this is Price up the middle on the left side. Clock running with 6:48 to go in the game. Pirates lead 21-0, Bill.
But, 5 years ago, Spiro started out their season with losses to Poteau and Van Buren, and I think Salsa. Then they come back and they won 7 straight and eventually reached the Class 3A quarterfinals before losing to Locust Grove.
2nd and 7 at the 36. Merritt gives it to Bennett. Bennett, a lot of running room before Massey has to make the tackle on the far side. At the 50-yard line was where he went out of bounds. We have a flag. We'll wait for the call, Bill.
Okay.
See what happens.
There's a strong run by Poteau's running backs.
Going to throw it off.
Had some good blocking outside. Bennett picked up several yards. Poteau's got a first down at their near it, almost exactly at midfield at the 50-yard line.
First down at the 50-yard line. No penalty. We're going to pick the flag up.
Poteau's going to have the ball at their own 49.
We're going to go at the 49-yard line. That's Price. And he runs into a bunch of traffic.
Sorry.
Tim Carter and Justin Freeman.
He ran in that big old pile there, John. I just knew he was going to pop out of it. He has all night. But Spiro's defense buckled up that time and put the clamps on him for no gain.
Price ran into a crowd, no gain on the play. Be second down. And 10 yards to go at the 49. Ball control offense for the Poteau Pirates. Everything right between tackles, tackle to tackle offense. Veer formation. Merritt keeps it, turns the corner. Tackled
Merritt on the option play down to the
by Chris Tanner.
46-yard line. Stopped by Tanner. Brings up third down.
4-yard gain. Next week, where are the Pirates, Bill?
Poteau travels to Holdenville. It's about a 3.5-hour trip, long road trip for Poteau. Then they come back home and face Roland. Spiro's at home with Muldrow, and then they go on the road to Salisaw in 2 weeks from tonight.
5:07 to go in the game. 3rd and 5. Merritt gives it to Cody Hall. Scrambles for maybe 2 or 3 yards. Not enough for the first down. It'll bring up 4th down.
About 3 to go, John.
Correction, Cody Hall.
A long 3.
Down to the 43-yard line.
Well, let's run down the games for Spiro's district next week. Of course, Spiro's at home against Muldrow. Roland, who finished second in the league, District 3A3, will host Panama. And we'll finish the rest after this point.
Kevin Merritt up over the ball. 4th and 3. He gives it to his halfback,
It's going to be off the post, John.
Nick
It's gonna be within inches.
McDaniels, the sophomore, and he has the first down, Bill.
It's going to be within inches. Finishing out that District 3A3 schedule next week. Spiro hosts Muldrow.
Spiro holds.
Panama is at.
They picked the ball up and moved it back about a half a yard after McDaniel was down. So Spiro holds, and they'll get the ball back at the 41-yard line.
We've got about 4 minutes left, John. It's time to work some of that Spiro magic that Poteau is so leery of, kind of like that center magic. Maybe they can pull it out.
4 minutes, 19 seconds to go in the football game.
Everyone are welcome. We hope you all attend.
Bulldogs trail 21-0. High formation. This is Massey. Pitches to Steele. Reverse to C.J. Steele. Gets a little block on the corner, and C.J. is on his way. Has a cramp, and he's pulled down at the 40-yard line. Looks like his leg cramped up on him there. It had been gone, Bill.
Yep. He kind of pulled up lame there a little bit. But,
Tack on 15 for the face mask.
Looks like that's the call. They
We'll
got
go to
too
the
close to
25-yard line. Play developed real well. Got the block on the corner.
And then just use the speed to burn to the corner and get outside.
Looks like CJ's got a little bit of a cramp there.
Called against the Pirates.
I know Poteau would sure like to get a shutout here, but I don't know if Spiro's going to let them get by. I think they're going to get at least 1 touchdown.
20-yard gain plus 15. We'll go to about the 25-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs.
Poteau's trying to get their crowd up. Get the defense to hold.
J.W. Gist up over the ball.
Spiro's sidelines pumping up their own players.
First down for the Bulldogs. Massey in a crowd. 4 minutes left to go in the game. Jay Summers on the stop. That's pronounced Sommers, S-O-M-M-E-R, Sommers.
Summers. It's Jay Summers. Father's
Summers?
Summers. His
Sommers.
His son. His son. His father is a highway patrolman here locally.
Summers. 2nd and 10 at the 29. Wide receivers on the right side. Massey steps back, looks to Harvey, catches the ball at the 20, at the 15, 5, in traffic at the 5, Randy Harvey with the reception and first down.
John Bunch on the start for the Pirates.
Well, Spiro's got a lot of pride, John. They're not going to leave here with a shutout. They're going to try to get in the end zone, and they're making a lot of progress. This is the best they've looked all night on offense. But that is pronounced Summers. It's spelled with an O, but it's pronounced Summers.
Summers, Jay Summers, okay.
And
First down for the Bulldogs on a 16-yard pass play from Massey to Harvey.
Spiro's got to go 9 yards to score here, John. They can't get a first down. They're already in 4-down territory.
Let's keep it right here with 3 minutes, 17 seconds left to go in the ball game. This drive started at about the 41-yard line. Big play was on the reverse, 26-yard pickup by C.J. Steele. Handoff from Brian Steele to C.J. Steele. Knocked out of bounds at the 40-yard line. Face mask got him 15 more yards to about the 25. Massey lost a yard on the quarterback keeper, and then he threw for a 16-yard gainer to about the 9-yard line. 17-yard gainer, Bill.
Spiro's got time to run a few plays on the ground, but realistically, you think they've got to go up the air, get the quick score, maybe try an onside kick, because they haven't been able to stop punt on the ground, and that's what Coach Johnson's going to have to do is just ride it out if they get the ball back and run that clock out.
We're at the 9-yard line. First down for the Bulldogs. Tanner and Steele are your receivers. Massey. I formation. Keeps it, and he is to the 2-yard line.
Holton saved that touchdown, John.
Chris Thomas. Holton and Thomas in on the tackle. Thomas the assist, Holton. Beautiful fake there, Bill, at the corner where he turned the corner.
Yeah, when he faked, I was going to pitch the ball, and I'm not so sure they wouldn't have scored on that, but he came off close to getting in the end zone on his own.
I thought Darnell had it at fullback. Power I formation now with both fullbacks up. At the 4-yard line, second down. This is Brian Steele, sneaks in there for the touchdown. 4-yard run to Brian Steele. 2:32 to go in the football game. They'll go for 2, Bill.
Oh, definitely, John. They've got to go for 2, and then maybe try to get the ball back with an onside kick.
Brian Steele, 4-yard touchdown run on the handoff over the left side behind the blocking of Thomas Whitecotton and Jeremiah Maxwell in the tight end. With Brian Darnell, McEllier. 2-point conversion. Massey looks to pass, in a little trouble, throws it up in the air. Nobody's there and out of the end zone.
Conversion attempt is no good.
21-6 is our score. Bill, let's take a break and we'll come back with an onside kick.
This is the first time Poteau has opened the season with a win in a long time too, John, I believe.
Kevin Merritt drops the pass, almost intercepted by C.J. Steele.
He just kind of floated that thing out there.
That had 6 written all over it.
Steele was already flashing the scoreboard in his head, and the ball just went off his fingertips.
Intended for Corey Wood.
Rick Snyder.
And C.J. Steele had nothing but real estate in front of him for the next 70 yards.
John, I can't remember the last time Poteau did open the season with a victory, much less one over Spiro. So
had to be in 1989. Beat Valiant. Kevin Merritt, he's held up in the back. Now he breaks away, picks up 4 or 5 yards. He may have 7 yards.
Down to the 24-yard line.
I think we're going to get, we're going to have one more play, John, maybe. That may be the game's last play.
At the 25-yard line. So he picked up 5 yards after he broke the tackle in the backfield. Third down coming up. They're going to let the time run out. Yep. So that's the end of the football game, Bill.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Poteau Pirates win 21-6. Take the teams down to the field as they shake hands. Coaches are shaking hands. Nice friendly rivalry. So the county football championship goes to the Poteau Pirates this year. They win 21-6. Both teams will go in their separate ways in separate classes of play.
Of course, Potau's a 4A and Spiro is a 3A team. Getting back to next week's schedule for all the teams in Spiro's district, which includes Rowan, Eufaula, Heavener, Wilburton, Stigler, Atoka, and Valiant. Next week, of course, Spiro will host Muldrow in another intense rivalry they face. Panama will play at Rowan, last year's district runner-up to Spiro. Eufaula will play at Hilldale. Mena will play at Heavener. McCullough will travel to Wilburton. Hartshorn will play at Stigler. Atoka will play at Antlers, which is not a very long road trip for that team. They're close neighbors. And then Valiant, who is expected to challenge Spiro and Rowan this year for that District 3A3 crown, will play at DeQueen, Arkansas as they travel across the state line into Razorback territory.
We'll be at home next week with the Muldrow Bulldogs. Let's recap the scoring real quick for the Poteau Pirates. The story of the game is Kevin Merritt, Kevin Merritt, Kevin Merritt. 3 touchdown runs, 2 on the quarterback keeper, and the third one's on, well, the quarterback keeper for 15 yards, 3 yards, 1 yard, and 3 yards. All 3 extra points were kicked by Kyle Kofer for the Bulldogs. Brian Steele, 4-yard touchdown run, makes the score 21-6. For John Clark and Bill Scott. Catch us next week for the Spiro Bulldogs. It'll be the Battle of the Bulldogs at McLean Stadium. We'll be at home next week, on to Salisal the following week.
Thank you for tuning in to Channel 27.
See you next week.